Hello, crafty friends, and welcome back. I have another pocket page for Off the Board, and today's theme is travel. And so I have this picture that I've pulled off of Pinterest, and today I'm doing a pocket page. So again, I'm using the 49 Market Collection beach vibes, beach waves. Shoot, no, I can't remember what it's called. Sorry. And but I fell in love with this collection when I saw it, and there you almost saw me make a mistake and cut my pockets at 3x3 and not 4x4. But I caught myself, and so I tend to, when I do a pocket page, I do like to, sometimes I use scraps, and sometimes, like in this case, I did take a full size 12 by 12 piece of paper and just make all of the background cards exactly the same and then add in bits and pieces from the rest of the collection. So now I have all of the pockets done and ready to go. And there are all the pictures that I plan to use. And here, I thought I was so good at having all of the pocket or all of the pieces going back exactly how I thought they looked like a puzzle. Yeah, when I flipped it over, they were completely out of whack. But again, once you get everything in to the pockets and decorated, you can't even tell that they, you know, don't match up exactly going all the way across. So, um, you will also notice that I have one entire row that I haven't done anything on when I get to the end of the layout, and that's because we are still missing that we all shared our photos, and all four of us daughters got pictures taken with mom, with our own daughter or daughters. And so one of my sisters, we cannot find, nobody has the picture of her um, on their camera roll. So I'm hoping that we eventually find the pictures that were taken. Um, so I still went ahead and created the pocket page because I knew I could finish up the rest of the pockets and still come back and add the other pictures later. Uh, I'm gonna be optimistic and say when we find the pictures and not if we find the pictures. And if not, we're actually all going to be together here soon again. So we're hoping maybe we can recreate some kind of sunset picture with them and add in, and we'll just tell the funny story about how we couldn't find the picture. So anyway, there you see me using some of the 6x8 papers there that come with the collection, but I had already cut some of it up, and so I was just piecing it together to make a full background for this photo here. So the top row is actually my oldest sister, Debbie, and her two daughters, Abby and Jody, with my mom, and then a picture of Abby and Jody with grandma, and then them together. And then the bottom row is my sister Dawn with her twin daughters. Yes, they're twins. The one's a redhead, one is a brunette. And they are twins, but do not look anything alike. And then the middle is where I hope my third sister Dee and her daughter Lauren will eventually have pictures there represented on this page as well. So this will actually be a companion page to the layout that I showed on day 13, where the same pictures of me and my daughter were taken in the same spot with my mom. So I made the full 12 by 12 layout of me, and since this is my album, and the companion page with everybody else is in the pocket pages. So just adding a little rub on there that I had actually cut off to use on, I think, day 13, and ended up using something different. So I added that here, and another rub-on that I'm adding here. So on these pocket pages, I really didn't, go all out to add a lot, but just a few supporting pieces to help decorate the page. So let's see. Okay, so what am I putting down here? Oh, I did have a few chipboard pieces from some other collections, and again, I do, even in a pocket page, I like to add some additional liquid adhesive just to make sure that those have a good adhesive and will stay for a long time. And so getting this third one put together here with just a surfboard and a flower. And so those I put up above so I can focus on just the next set of 3 pictures. So I pull out some more of the 6x8 and decide how I'm going to mat these pictures. Sometimes I mat my photos, sometimes I don't. So in this pocket page, I actually did mat all the photos, and then on another pocket page, you'll see in a couple days that I didn't mat any of the photos. So it just always depends on kind of how I'm feeling and how big the pictures are, if I think I even have room to mat the photos. So here I decided to pull out some of the washi tape here using some of the floral bits, and I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing here. Yeah, so I just pulled off enough, at least for that first one, to try and get it started here on the pocket page background here. And I did actually tear off to give a rough, not the straight edge of the actual tape, but to have a torn edge. And oh, this one, so on the other end I was short a little bit, so I did decide to make it border the entire length up and down of the photo, since you weren't going to see very much of it if I just went straight across. And then I do put an embellishment there to cover up the gap between the 2 pieces of washi tape. So here, just figuring out some, and so I did pull from some older collections that also coordinate great with this collection. I went through, let's see, Spectrum Gardenia, the original Spectrum Sherbet. What else did I go through? Actually several different ones with any of these colors that coordinated with this collection, and just have them pulled out to use throughout the album. So add this leaf and some floral bits and some wordy bits on there, and really it just came together actually pretty quickly. So just finishing this little bit up. This was a little tag, and then I add a flower on top there. So there is that. And then I do decide to pull out some of these little floral gems to put on each of the flowers on this pocket page. So these 2 at the bottom, and then that pretty much wraps things up. So if you have any questions for me, please feel free to leave those down below. Here are some close-up shots of the 2 rows that are completed, and hopefully eventually I will have that other middle row completed as well. So there are links below with everybody playing along, so go check them out as well. There's also links to my interest and or my Pinterest boards as well as my Instagram. So go check those out, and thanks for stopping by. We will see you next time. Bye.